Very good morning to all. Let's solve today's problem. See the problem. Radha Mohan Limited invited applications for issuing 4 lakh equity shares of rupees 50 each. The amount was payable as follows. On application rupees 15 per share, on allotment rupees 25 per share, and on first and final call rupees 10 per share. So in this problem there is no premium. They told us that applications for 6 lakh shares were received, so there is oversubscription, and pro rata allotment was made to all the applicants on following basis. Applicants for 4 lakh shares were allotted 3 lakh shares, means the ratio of allotment is 4:3. Applicants for 2 lakh shares were allotted 1 lakh shares. Here the ratio is 2:1. याचा अर्थ असा आहे, पहिल्या कॅटेगरीमध्ये 4 लाख शेअर्स ज्यांनी मागितले त्यांना 3 लाख शेअर्स दिलेत, म्हणजेच ज्यांनी 4 शेअर्स मागितलेत त्यांना 3 शेअर्स दिलेत. सो रेशो इज 4:3. दुसऱ्या कॅटेगरीमध्ये ज्यांनी 2 लाख शेअर्ससाठी ॲप्लिकेशन केलं आहे त्यांना 1 लाख शेअर्स अलॉट केलेत, म्हणजेच 2 शेअर्ससाठी ज्यांनी अप्लाय केले त्यांना 1 शेअर, म्हणजे 2:1. 2:1 इज द रेशो इन सेकंड कॅटेगरी. ओके. It was decided that excess amount received on application will be adjusted towards sums due on allotment and surplus, if any, will be refunded. It means if there will be obviously excess application money, required amount will be adjusted with allotment, and if there is more money available then it will be refunded. It will not be adjusted with call. Okay. Vibhuti, who was allotted 6,000 shares out of the group applying for 4 lakh shares, did not pay the allotment money. This is the first shareholder, Vibhuti. She has not paid the allotment money. They told us that she has allotted 6,000 shares. Company has allotted 6,000 shares to Vibhuti. She is from the first category and she has not paid the allotment money. Her shares were forfeited immediately. After completion of allotment, her shares were forfeited. After Vibhuti's forfeiture, the forfeited shares were reissued at rupees 30 per share, fully paid up. Okay. After that, first and final call was made. Shahid, who had applied for 2,000 shares out of the group applying for 2 lakh shares, means from second category, failed to pay first and final call and his shares were forfeited. His shares afterwards reissued at rupees 60 per shares, fully paid up. Pass necessary journal entries in the books of Radha Mohan Limited for the above transactions. Okay. So we have to pass the journal entries in this transaction. First we will solve working note and then we will pass journal entries. So let's start now. Now here we will pass journal entries of Radha Mohan Limited, and here we will prepare a working note about the application money, allotment money, etc. Okay. This is the first working note. See, in the problem they told us that the company invited applications for issuing 4 lakh equity shares of rupees 50 each. For a change in this problem, the face value of shares is rupees 50, not 10 or 100, etc. The amount was payable on application 15, allotment 25, and on first and final call rupees 10 per share. They told us that applications were received for 6 lakh shares, so there is oversubscription. So they have made 2 categories for allotting shares on pro rata allotment. First category is applicants for 4 lakh shares were allotted 3 lakh shares, and second category applicants for 2 lakh shares were allotted 1 lakh share. Okay. So let's write it here. First category, I will say it as 1, A category. Shares applied for were 4 lakhs, and B category, shares applied were 2 lakhs. Allotted were 3 lakhs and 1 lakh. मी मगाशी तुम्हाला सांगितल्याप्रमाणे फर्स्ट कॅटेगरीचा अलॉटमेंटचा रेशो 4:3 आहे आणि सेकंड कॅटेगरीचा 2:1 आहे. ओके. नाव द ॲप्लिकेशन मनी रिसिव्ड. ॲप्लिकेशन मनी विल बी रिसिव्ड ऑन द ॲप्लिकेशन्स ऑन 4 lakh shares. So 4 lakh shares into 15 rupees. So the category, from first category, the amount received, application money received will be 60 lakhs. Okay. Now second, from second category on 2 lakh shares 15 rupees each. So 2 lakhs into rupees 15 will be 30 lakhs. Okay. Here, see here, total shares applied were 6 lakhs. Total share allotted were 4 lakhs because they have issued 4 lakh shares only. They have made pro rata allotment. Application money received were 60 lakhs on first category, 30 lakhs on second category. Total application money received was 90 lakhs. Understood? Now the application money transferred to capital account. As they have issued 3 lakhs shares to the first category, 3 lakhs into 15 will be the application money transferred to capital account. So 3 lakhs into application money per share 15. So they will transfer from first category 45 lakhs to capital account. In second category 1 lakh shares were allotted. So 1 lakh into rupees 15, that is 15 lakhs will be transferred to share capital account from second category. It means 45 lakhs plus 15 lakhs, total 60 lakhs were transferred to share capital account. Understood? 60 lakhs. Now application money received is 90 lakhs and from that amount 60 lakhs were transferred to capital account. Now we will calculate excess application money. From first category, the excess application money will be 60 lakhs minus 45 lakhs, that is 15 lakhs. From second category, 30 lakhs minus 15 lakhs means against 15 lakhs. Okay. So total amount is 30 lakhs. It means in total they have received application money 90 lakhs, adding both the categories. Application money transferred to capital account 60 lakhs. So difference is 30 lakhs, which is in all excess application money. Okay. Understood? Now allotment money due from each category. Shares allotted were 3 lakhs into allotment money is 25. See the problem. So the answer is 75 lakhs. Allotment money due from first category shareholders 75 lakhs. Second category shareholders were allotted 1 lakh. So 1 lakh shares into 25, that is 25 lakhs. 75 lakhs from first category, 25 lakhs from second category, total will be 1 crore. So total allotment money due was 1 crore. Okay. Now allotment money adjusted. As here 15 lakhs is excess application money, they will adjust from first category 15 lakhs and from second category also 15 lakhs. So they will adjust total 30 lakhs. It means from excess application money they will adjust 30 lakhs towards allotment. So at the time of allotment, the amount receivable will be 1 crore minus 30 lakhs. That is 70 lakhs. Understood? Now, as all the excess application money is adjusted with allotment, there will be no refund, nil. Okay? बघा, फर्स्ट कॅटेगरी आणि सेकंड कॅटेगरीचं कॅल्क्युलेशन केलेलं आहे आपण, आणि जी टोटल अमाऊंट्स आहेत ते तिथे लिहिलेले आहेत, सो दॅट वाईल पासिंग द जर्नल एंट्रीज वी कॅन adjust the amounts. Okay? Now, they told us that in the problem, Vibhuti, who was allotted 6,000 shares out of the group applying for 4 lakh shares, did not pay the allotment money. Means she is from first category and she had not paid the allotment money and her shares were forfeited immediately. Okay? So here, as they have given us allotted shares of Vibhuti, we have to calculate the shares applied by Vibhuti. Okay? And from that we can calculate allotment money not paid by Vibhuti. So let's make second working note. Calculation of allotment money not paid by विभूती. तुमच्या लक्षात येते का बघा, तिला अलॉटेड शेअर्सची संख्या आपल्याला दिलेली आहे 6,000, पण तिने ॲप्लिकेशन जास्त शेअर्ससाठी केलेलं असणार आहे, कारण ती फर्स्ट कॅटेगरीमधली आहे आणि प्रो रेटा अलॉटमेंट केलेली आहे. ओके? सो आपल्याला तिने किती शेअर्ससाठी अप्लाय केलं होतं हे शेअर्स कॅल्क्युलेट करायला पाहिजेत, सो दॅट वी कॅन नो द ॲप्लिकेशन मनी रिसिव्ड फ्रॉम विभूती अँड एक्सेस ॲप्लिकेशन मनी, हर एक्सेस ॲप्लिकेशन मनी ॲडजस्टेड विथ अलॉटमेंट. Understood? So first step, we will calculate the applied shares. Okay? So calculation of shares applied. आपण दोन पद्धतीने करू शकतो. एक तर आपण फॉर्म्युलामध्ये बेस करू शकतो किंवा आपण मांडणी करून करू शकतो. मी मांडणी करून पण दाखवते, फॉर्म्युलामधून पण दाखवते, कारण काही जणांना वेगवेगळ्या मेथड्स सोप्या वाटू शकतात. ओके? सो दे टोल्ड अस दॅट द शेअर होल्डर्स हू हॅव अप्लाइड फॉर 4 lakh shares, they have allotted 3 lakh shares to them. So I told you, after cancelling all the zeros, the ratio will be 4:3. म्हणजे the shareholders who have applied for 4 shares, the company allotted 3 shares. The ratio is 4:3. Okay? So we will write here allotted shares, applied shares, allotted shares, applied shares. When applied shares are 4, allotted shares are 3. So when allotted shares are 3, applied shares are 4, then Vibhuti's allotted shares were 6,000. 6,000 allotted shares. For 6,000 allotted shares, how much will be the applied shares? Understood? So here the calculation will be 6,000 divided by 3 into 4. So the answer is 8,000 shares. The shareholder, that is Vibhuti, has applied for 8,000 shares and they have allotted her 6,000 shares. इथे लिहून ठेवते मी. ओके? दिस इज द फर्स्ट मेथड. or you can calculate by using formula. So here shares applied is equal to total shares applied divided by total shares allotted into shares allotted to the shareholder. In this problem, Vibhuti, shares allotted to Vibhuti. Okay? So let's fill the amounts here. Total shares applied were 4 lakhs divided by total shares allotted by the company were 3 lakhs into shares allotted to Vibhuti were 6,000. So after cancelling these zeros, 3 ones are 3, 3 twos are 6, 2,000 into 4 is equal to 8,000 shares. So by using any method you can calculate the shares applied to the defaulting shareholder, that is in this problem Vibhuti. Okay, now second step will be we have to calculate calls in arrears of Vibhuti, that is amount not paid by Vibhuti. So calls in arrears of Vibhuti, we will calculate calls in arrears of Vibhuti. Okay, now allotment money due from Vibhuti will be 6,000 shares allotted to her into allotment money is 25, so it will be okay, it will be 1,50,000. allotment money due will be 1,50,000 less excess application money adjusted. Excess application money adjusted will be on 2,000 shares because she has applied for 8,000 shares and they were allotted her 6,000 shares, means extra share money will be of 2,000 shares. So 2,000 into the application money, that is rupees 15, so her excess money will be 30,000 with the company. Understood? So 1,20,000 will be the arrears, that is amount not paid. This is in case of Vibhuti. Okay, now see the problem. In problem they told us that there is one more shareholder Shahid who has applied for 2,000 shares. Out of the group applying for 2 lakh shares failed to pay first and final call. So now the next working note, amount not paid by Shahid. They told us that the shareholder Shahid has applied for 2,000 shares and he is from second category. Okay, failed to pay the first and final call. शाहिदनी 2,000 शेअरसाठी अप्लाय केलं होतं. या ठिकाणी रेशो बघा, त्यांनी 2 लाख शेअरसाठी अप्लाय केलं होतं, त्यांना 1 लाख शेअर्स अलॉट झालेत. सो रेशो विल बी 2:1. मी इथे रेशो लिहिते 2:1. हिअर इट इज 4:3. ओके, 2:1 म्हणजे 2 शेअर्ससाठी ज्यांनी अप्लाय केले त्याला 1 शेअर दिला आहे. या ठिकाणी शाहिदचे अप्लाइड शेअर्स दिले 2,000 म्हणजे त्याला त्याच्या अर्धे शेअर्स दिलेले असणार आहेत 2:1 या रेशोनी. द शेअर्स अलॉटेड विल बी 1,000. ओके, इथे मी लिहिते शेअर्स अप्लाइड 2,000 शेअर्स अलॉटेड विल बी 1,000 शेअर्स. इथे काय फार मोठं कॅल्क्युलेशन करण्याची गरज नाही आहे. इट इज अकॉर्डिंग टू रेशो 2:1. ओके, सो शेअर्स अलॉटेड टू शाहिद वेअर 1,000 शेअर्स. देअरफॉर दे टोल्ड अस दॅट he has failed to pay his first and final call. So calls in arrears is equal to 1000 shares which are allotted to him into the first and final call money rupees 10 each. So the amount will be 10,000. So this shareholder has not paid 10,000 on first and final call money, and so his shares were forfeited. Understood? So all our working is ready. Now we have to pass journal entries. Let's solve the problem now, that is passing journal entries. Here is my working note. I have kept it here for reference and for showing you time to time. Let's pass the journal entries. First journal entry will be of application money received. See here, total application money received is 90 lakhs. Okay, so this is the amount of first entry. Bank account debit, to equity share application account. Narration, application money received. On 4 lakhs shares at rupees 15 each. This will be the narration. So the amount received will, 6 lakh shares it is. So 90 lakhs. Okay. This will be the first entry of application money received. Now second entry will be of application money adjusted. See here, total we have to adjust 90 lakhs rupees. From this amount 60 lakhs were transferred to share capital account and 30 lakhs were excess application money which was adjusted with allotment account. Understood? Okay. So the entry will be equity share application account debit, to equity share capital account and to equity share allotment account. Total amount to be adjusted 90 lakhs. From that amount 60 lakhs were transferred to share capital and 30 lakhs were adjusted with the amount due on allotment. Okay, so application money adjusted, this will be the narration. Okay, now we have to pass the entry of allotment money due. So the entry will be equity share allotment account debit to equity share capital account. Equity share allotment account due. So equity share allotment account debit to equity share capital account. Allotment money due. Allotment money due here, let me see. Total allotment money due will be 1 crore, that is on 4 lakh shares into the allotment money rupees 25. So total amount due on allotment will be 1 crore. Okay, so the amount will be 1 crore. Okay, allotment money due on 4 lakh equity shares at rupees 25 each. Now next entry, Next entry will be of allotment money received and while receiving allotment money, the calls in arrears, that is amount not paid on allotment of Vibhuti, is 1,20,000. Okay, we all know that we can pass this journal entry by using calls in arrears account or without using calls in arrears account. I will show again both the methods here. First, I will pass the entry without using calls in arrears account. So entry will be bank account debit. I have explained this both the types already, but I am again passing the entries using both the types. First type will be of without using calls in arrears account. So bank account debit to equity share allotment account. Okay, the amount will be 68,80,000 after deducting the arrears. ओके, आता हे कसे आलेत बघा. तर 1 करोड रुपीज येणं होतं, त्यापैकी अलॉटमेंटचे 30 lakhs आलेले आहेत. मगाशीच मी तुम्हाला सांगितलं 70 lakhs वेअर रिसिवेबल. फ्रॉम 70 lakhs विभूती हॅज नॉट पेड 1,20,000. सो अमाऊंट रिसिव्ड इन बँक is 68,80,000. We can pass this entry without using calls in arrears account, or now we can pass the same entry by using calls in arrears account. कोणती तरी एक मेथड फॉलो करायची आहे आणि त्या मेथडनी एंट्री करायची आहे. दोन्ही मेथडनी एंट्री करण्याची गरज नाही. आय एम जस्ट शोइंग यू बोथ द मेथड्स. सो आय एम पासिंग द एंट्री बाय यूजिंग बोथ द मेथड्स. ओके, सो बैंक अकाउंट डेबिट 68,80,000. Calls in arrears account debit 1,20,000, that is the amount of arrears of Vibhuti, to equity share allotment account. Okay, the amount will be total amount, that is 70 lakhs. 1 crore पैकी 30 lakhs already adjusted आहेत. So amount receivable was 70 lakhs and from 70 lakhs Vibhuti's arrears were 1,20,000. So amount actual received in bank is 68,80,000. Okay, narration. Allotment money received except on Vibhuti's shares. Vibhuti's shares were 6,000 except on 6,000 shares असंही लिहू शकतो, किंवा allotment money received on 3,94,000 shares असंही आपण लिहू शकतो. 6 लाखावरचे पैसे मिळाले, 6,000 शेअर्सवरचे पैसे मिळाले नाहीत, म्हणजेच 4 lakhsपैकी 3,94,000 शेअर्सवरचा अलॉटमेंट मनी रिसीव्ह झाला. ओके, आयदर तुम्ही एक्सेप्ट ऑन 6,000 शेअर्स असं लिहा, म्हणजे 6,000 शेअर्सच्या शिवाय बाकीचा अलॉटमेंट मनी मिळाला, किंवा अलॉटमेंट मनी रिसिव्ड ऑन 3,94,000 शेअर्स असं लिहा. ओके, एनी नॅरेशन इज ॲक्सेप्टेबल. नाव we have completed 4 entries, so now we will pass 5th entry. Now 5th entry will be the entry of forfeiture of Vibhuti's shares, because they told us that Vibhuti did not pay the allotment money and her shares were forfeited immediately. So we have to pass the entry of forfeiture now. Forfeiture of Vibhuti's shares. मी इथे लिहिते forfeiture एंट्री. तुमच्या अंडरस्टँडिंगसाठी लिहिलेलं आहे, एक्झाममध्ये लिहिण्याची गरज नाही. वी ऑल नो द एंट्री ऑफ फॉरफिचर. इक्विटी शेअर कॅपिटल अकाउंट डेबिट now here we will debit the called up amount, that is the amount called already. Okay, see in the problem. So her shares were 6,000 shares 6,000 into 40 rupees called up amount, ॲप्लिकेशन अँड अलॉटमेंट 2 हप्ते कॉल करून झालेले आहेत. सो इंटू 4, सो इट विल बी 2,40,000. टू शेअर फॉरफिचर अकाउंट, टू कॉल्स इन ॲरियर्स अकाउंट. ओके. किंवा जर आपण ही पहिली मेथड फॉलो केली असेल ही, तर इथे तुम्ही टू शेअर अलॉटमेंट अकाउंट असं म्हणणार आहात, कारण शेअर अलॉटमेंटमध्ये ॲरियर्स आहेत. ओके. नाव they have forfeited the amount already paid by Vibhuti, and the amount already paid by Vibhuti was 1,20,000 and calls in arrears were 1,20,000. Understood? विभूतीनी 1,20,000 एवढे पैसे ऑलरेडी भरलेले आहेत, because she has paid the amount on 8,000 shares, that because she has applied for 8,000 shares, she has paid the amount on 8,000 shares into 15 rupees, that is 1,20,000, and her amount of arrears is 1,20,000. In this way the entry will be passed and narration will be shares forfeited. Okay. After forfeiture of Vibhuti's shares, they told us that these forfeited shares were reissued at rupees 30 per share fully paid up. 30 रुपयाला ते शेअर्स आता रिइश्यू करण्यात आलेले आहेत. ओके. सो द एंट्री ऑफ रिइश्यू विल बी बँक अकाउंट डेबिट, शेअर फॉरफिचर अकाउंट डेबिट, to equity share capital account. Now the amount. See here, they told us that forfeited shares were reissued at rupees 30 per share. Okay. So 6,000 shares were reissued at rupees 30. So the amount received will be 1,80,000 into bank. These shares were reissued as fully paid up and the face value of share is rupees 50. So discount given is rupees 20. So 6,000 into 20 rupees discount, that is 1,20,000, and total amount 3 lakhs was transferred to share capital account. Because amount receivable will be 6,000 into 50, that is 3 lakhs. सगळ्यांना कळलंय? 50 रुपयाचा शेअर 30 रुपयाला रिइश्यू केल्यामुळे बँकेत 30 रुपये गुणिले 6,000 म्हणजे 1,80,000 जमा झालेत. 3 lakhs जमा व्हायला पाहिजे होते खरं म्हणजे 50 रुपीज प्रमाणे. डिफरन्शियल अमाऊंट, दॅट इज 1,20,000 विल बी टेकन फ्रॉम दिस शेअर फॉरफिचर अकाउंट फॉर reissue. Okay, because it is discount given to new shareholder. So the narration will be 6,000 shares reissued for rupees 30 as fully paid up. This will be the narration of the entry. Now the next entry. Now they told us that later on first and final call was made. So now we have to pass the journal entry of final call money due. So equity share first and final call account debit, to equity share capital account. Narration will be final call money due on 3,94,000 shares, because 6,000 shares of Vibhuti were already forfeited. So the final call money due will be on 3,94,000 shares at rupees 10 each, because final call money is rupees 10. Okay. So the amount will be 39,40,000. Now the amount received on final call. On this working note, we have seen that amount not paid by Shahid on final call was 10,000 rupees. It means from 39,40,000 we have received only 39,30,000. Again, just like allotment money received, I will pass this entry by both the ways, that is without using calls in arrears account and using calls in arrears account. Okay, so bank account debit 39,30,000 to equity share first and final call account. Now OR entry, just like here, the OR entry will be bank account debit, calls in arrears account debit to share first and final call account. So bank account debit, the received amount, that is 39,30,000 amount received on final call. Now calls in arrears account will be debited by the amount of arrears, that is 10,000, to equity share first and final call account. Okay, and the narration, just like this entry, final call money received except on Shahid's shares, असं आपल्याला लिहायचं आहे. आणि प्रॉब्लेममध्ये आपल्याला माहिती आहे की शाहिदचे शेअर्स 1,000 आहेत. शेअर्स अलॉटेड टू शाहिद वेअर 1,000. सो फायनल कॉल मनी रिसिव्ड except on 1,000 shares. This will be the narration. Okay, now the next entry, let's pass the next entry here. Now there will be the entry of forfeiture for non-payment of call money by Shahid. So again the forfeiture entry, ninth entry will be share capital, equity share capital account debit amount called up on Shahid's shares. 1,000 shares forfeit करायचे आहेत. इंटू कॉल्ड अप अमाऊंट इज फुल, दॅट इज द फेस व्हॅल्यू, कारण सगळे कॉल करून झालेले आहेत पैसे. सो 50,000 विल बी डेबिटेड टू इक्विटी शेअर कॅपिटल अकाउंट, टू शेअर फॉरफिचर अकाउंट, या ठिकाणी तुम्ही टू फॉरफिटेड शेअर्स अकाउंटसुद्धा वापरू शकता. टू शेअर फॉरफ्युचर अकाउंट, या ठिकाणी 1,000 शेअर्सवरची पेड अप अमाऊंट विच इज ऑलरेडी पेड बाय शाहिद, इट इज ₹40 पर शेअर, सो 40,000. टू कॉल्स इन arrears account, if arrears method is followed, and if the other method is followed, then to share first and final call account 10,000. Okay, So the narration is forfeited, shares forfeited for non-payment of call money. This will be the narration of this entry. Now the 10th entry. 10th entry will be of reissue. And see the problem. They told us in the problem that या ठिकाणी बघा, विभूतीचे शेअर्स ऑलरेडी रिइश्यू करून झालेले आहेत. त्यामुळे आता आपल्याला फक्त 1000 शेअर्स रिइश्यूची एंट्री करायची आहे. आणि प्रॉब्लेममध्ये सांगितलं आहे शाहिद शेअर्स वर रिइश्यूड फॉर ₹60 each ॲज फुल्ली पेड अप. हिअर द फेस व्हॅल्यू ऑफ शेअर इज ₹50 अँड शाहिद शेअर्स were reissued for ₹60 each, means taking 10 rupees more, means these shares were reissued at security premium. Understood? So the entry of reissue will be, this is the entry of reissue, bank account debit. Now bank account debited will be 1000 shares into 60 rupees, कारण बँकेमध्ये 1000 into 60 rupees जमा होणार आहेत, कारण 60,000 ला शेअर्स रिइश्यू केलेत. ओके. टू इक्विटी शेअर कॅपिटल अकाउंट. हिअर 1000 into the face value, that is 50. So 50,000 will be transferred to share capital account, and the remaining amount will be security premium reserve. Security premium reserve account, 1000 into 10 rupees, so 10,000. अंडरस्टूड? हे मी जे ब्रॅकेटमध्ये लिहिते आहे तुम्ही लिहिण्याची गरज नाही आहे. लिहिलं तरी काही प्रॉब्लेम नाही आहे, लिहिण्याची गरज नाही आहे. मी हे तुम्हाला शिकवण्यासाठी लिहिते. अमाऊंट कशी आली तुम्हाला कळावं म्हणून लिहिते आहे. ओके. सो नॅरेशन विल बी बीइंग 1000 शेअर्स reissued at ₹60 each, fully paid up. This is the entry of reissue. And now the entry of capital reserve. The entry will be share forfeiture account debit, to capital reserve account. आता बघा, विभूती आणि शाहिद या दोघांच्याही शेअर फॉरफिचरचा विचार करायचा आहे आपल्याला. या ठिकाणी ही विभूतीची एंट्री आहे बघा, विभूतीची रिइश्यूची एंट्री. 6000 शेअर्स वर रिइश्यूड फॉर ₹30 ॲज फुल्ली पेड. सो शेअर forfeited amount, means forfeited amount of Vibhuti was 1,20,000 is used here, and her forfeited amount was 1,20,000 in forfeiture entry. All amount is used in the entry of reissue, so no amount remaining in share forfeiture account, that is forfeited shares account. Okay. So विभूतीचं काम संपलेलं आहे. आता शाहिदचं बघूया. शाहिद, ही शाहिदची फॉरफिचरची एंट्री आणि ही रिइश्यूची एंट्री आहे. शाहिद शेअर फॉरफिचर अकाउंट अमाऊंट इज 40,000 अँड हिअर ॲज शेअर्स वेर रिइश्यूड ॲट प्रीमियम नो अमाऊंट इज यूज्ड फॉर रिइश्यू. म्हणजे डिस्काउंट काही दिलेला नाही आहे, त्यामुळे यातली अमाऊंट वापरावी लागलेली नाही आहे रिइश्यू करताना. अंडरस्टूड? सो ऑल द मनी forfeited from old shareholder and transferred to share forfeiture account or forfeited shares account, that is ₹40,000, is capital gain of the company. So whole amount, that is 40,000 of Shahid's forfeiture, will be transferred to capital reserve account. Narration will be gain in reissue of transferred to capital reserve account. This will be the narration. Okay, this is very interesting problem. In this way we have to solve these problems of forfeiture and reissue, and it is necessary to understand the problem and the working. In this way the working is done, the working properly. Please study the work, how to solve the working, so that we can pass the journal entries very easily. Okay, that's all for today.